Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin is pushing a bill that would ban the state's public schools from withholding information about merit awards. This after 17 Virginia schools were caught delaying or failing to give students notice of their National Merit Scholarships in time for college applications. The National Merit Scholarship Program is an academic competition for recognition and college undergraduate scholarships. And joining us tonight with reaction is former Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos. Secretary DeVos, great to be with you. We are talking about a prestigious award here, one that these students worked very hard for, and unfortunately for many of them, they weren't able to use this award as part of their college applications because they simply didn't find out in time. I'm curious your take on this situation.
Well, Tracy, I think it's appalling, and I think Governor Youngkin has identified it as well as such. It is inconceivable that these schools are not sharing this important information with the students who've rightfully earned the opportunity to advance themselves through their own hard work and merit, and that there would have to be a law passed to ensure that they got that information is just inconceivable.
Yeah, and Fairfax County school officials, they say the delay was a unique situation due to human error. That said, the majority of the students affected were Asian Americans, and it didn't just happen in Fairfax County. Virginia Attorney General Jason Miyares says the schools in question had a benchmark of equal outcomes for every student without exception. Your reaction?
Well, I mean, this is just outright fraud, right? These students have done hard work. They've earned the opportunity to have scholarships earned, and they're not getting the information. Again, it's not just one school or one county. It was 3 of the major counties in the suburban Washington area. And we know that this has been a trend, and it's inexcusable. And really the solution, as we look at it, is being celebrated this week. It's National School Choice Week this week. Parents have to be able to vote with their feet and find schools and find education settings where their children are going to be supported and where merit and meritocracy is rewarded and achievement is rewarded. And this is, Virginia is having to tackle this, but this is going on in other schools around the country, and it needs to change.
Yeah, and I was going to say, it's hard to understand why those schools don't want to celebrate achievement and excellence. You touched on it, but, what do you think is going on here, and how is it impacting our children's education and ultimately their future?
Well, our nation was founded on the notion of excellence, hard work, and recognizing achievement. You do not achieve equity by bringing everyone down to a lower level or a lower standard. What we should be doing is challenging young people to achieve more, to work harder, to pursue the excellence that these students clearly have done, and they need to be recognized for their hard work and for their excellence. And all of the students need to have those opportunities. Again, this has got to change. The notion that this is going on is simply appalling and inexcusable. And I know that Virginia is going to tackle it, as well as other places that have this same bent toward neutralizing or bringing down levels of excellence and standards in the interest of equity. Every student needs the opportunity to excel and to pursue excellence.
Secretary DeVos, we have less than a minute left, but curious your final thoughts on all this.
Well, the fact that anyone should have to consider a law to give students and families the information that they rightfully should have is again inexcusable. And the systems that have perpetuated this and that have allowed this to happen have got to be held to account. And frankly, families have to be able to make choices that will let them leave those kinds of settings and situations if they're not responsive to the parents' and students' needs.
Secretary DeVos, always great to be with you and get your insights. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Tracy.